Real Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
And that record is how many times platinum?
Oh wow! It just went platinum again. The single last year.
Yeah.
But it's sold over 10 million.
So you certified diamond all day.
Well, Afeni, his mom gave me a plaque, and
Rest in peace, Afeni.
rest in peace, Afeni. She gave me a plaque in 2000. No, was it 2000? It was at 9 million. It was on the album. What's the name of the album, man?
Are you still down?
Are You Still Down?
Are you still there?
That whole album was fire. You only did that one song on the album?
No, I got 7 on that album. No, it wasn't even on that album. I think it's the greatest hit. I don't know. It's on like so many different albums. The
That
song.
one had Hellraiser and all that on it.
Yeah, it's on so many different.
Tupac, greatest hits.
Yeah,
For my niggas.
I think it was the greatest hit, and it was
greatest
9
hit.
million sold.
Damn.
And that was in 2000 something.
And you recorded that at Echo Sound.
Yeah.
That is a very inspirational record. The song starts with, they say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That is so inspirational for all the African booty scratches that came up in the 1980s. so many niggas was African booty scratches. You black ass nigga. So many motherfuckers. So when Pac said the blacker the berry, the sweeter juice, like yeah, nigga. Now you know what I'm saying. We waving the flag. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That was very inspirational. And he talked about women in a different light than what we had been talking about women, prior to that.
I think he was pressed to do that record from Jada.
Okay.
You know, because as soon as we finished with it, we went right over to our hotel room and he played it for her.
Is that right?
And she, she loved it.
Yeah.
Every year when his birthday come around, June 16th, all his numbers go up on all his albums.
Man, that song is like in the top 5 of his best songs, and that song has been taking care of me and my families.
I bet.
Since I made it.
Every year, probably damn near go have platinum every year
on
probably.
his death date and his birthday. Like I said, it just went platinum again last year. The single, the single never went platinum. All the albums that it's been on has went platinum, double platinum, but it never been platinum by itself until last year. So it's like a brand new, fresh start for me.
Yes.
For getting another platinum record last year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just last year.
You so how was that transition from that time where going back to Rich getting signed and everybody being like, damn, Rich cut? When how far was it between that and Master P and No Limit?
Well, that's the thing. So when everything went sideways at the Def Jam office with Rich, and I felt Rich about to go do his own thing. I need to go do my own thing. So I started my own record label.
Okay.
We got my own little groups together.
Okay.
And I did a group called Collision.
Okay.
And
did Ice Cube have a group called Collision too?
No,
Caution.
Caution. Yeah.
Okay.
What was your record company called?
Well, my Bomb Shelter.
Bomb Shelter. Okay.
Right. And I had a partner at the time.
Block Monsters ain't yet.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you how that came about.
I know my shit, Daryl.
Yeah, you do. So what happened was Bomb Shelter. I had a partner. My partner named Reg. He was my business partner for the company, right? And we was doing a video, and at the video shoot, the song we was doing, the girl that was singing on the song named Stacey Hogg, she was singing on the song. But something went down between his wife and her sister to where they didn't want her to sing on the video. So they had another girl lip syncing at the video shoot.
She tried to Kelly Price her?
Yeah, Stacey is there though. She there at the video shoot. I'm like, why she can't sing? She here. Why she can't sing her part?
Wow.
And it was, it was something personal going on.
Uh-huh.
And we was going back and forth, and then all of a sudden, a female stepped up and was like, she can't sing. I'm paying for everything, so she can't sing. And I'm looking at my partner like, what's she talking about? he know I'm paying for everything. So that was his partner. He had it. So I was a partner and she was a silent partner, but she was calling all the shots.
You in the business 3 ways and don't know.
And I didn't know. So I'm like, this ain't gonna work. So I was fired up. Okay. I left the video shoot right there and went straight to Priority Records. Hooked up with my boy over there, Dave Weiner. I called Dave. I said, Dave, I'm on my way over there. I got a whole project I'm ready to do something with.
Can I stop you right there? Just for 1 second? This is why we do this shit, right? Because I fuck with Drink Champs. It even inspired me, right?
Right.
I fuck with all the podcasts, right? But we hear all this same shit. We hear these same executive names. We hear all this same shit from niggas over there. It's like we didn't exist in this shit. So when I hear executive names, especially, of course we know the rappers and the niggas that was around, but when I hear the executive names, I just want to make it clear that you called Dave Weiner. This is a factor.
Yeah, he's the man over Priority at the time.
This is a factor. He's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you called him and just, so I just wanted to stop you right there just to, clarify, like, this ain't no punk shit. Like,
it's,
you know what I'm saying?
It's real.
So you called him and stepped in there.
I say, I'm coming down right now. He's like, okay, come on through. So, I took one of my boys with me and we on our way. Now, we get there. I got to tell you, like I said, I never really made money with Rich, so I was working with other artists. So I worked with Sebo. Actually, he was the executive producer for Sebo and Marvelous. And
out of Sacramento.
Yeah, out of Sacramento. So right around that time, T called me up one day and was like, "I'm in the studio with Master P. He want to hear some tracks. Him and Bo about to do one." So I slide over to Live Oak Studios.
Okay,
got 3 beats on a CD. I had just made them and I played them for him, and P was like, he liked all of them, but he only brought enough money to buy one.
Okay.
And I was selling beats at that time for $2,500, and he was like, I'm only prepared to get 1 track for me and Bo, but I like all 3 of them. So I was like, just take all 3 of them, and when you get situated, whatever, just line me up. We just link up then, or whatever. He's like, cool. So I gave him all 3 of the beats. Now I tell you this story. So when I get to Priority Records, talking with Dave Weiner, and I got another group. I got Collision, but I also got a group called Steady Mobb'n. And Dave was like, I'm already familiar with your group Collision, because the record had already came out.
Okay.
And he was like, well, we can't really touch that record because it's already been solicited. I'm like, well, I got another group, Steady Mobb'n. That stuff is ready to go. It's already mixed. I just need to get it, get it in to distribute. He said, man, you know what, D? I can't do nothing. My hands are tied. To be honest with you, after he said my hands was tied, I didn't hear nothing else. I was ready to
it's over. Yeah.
So I'm on to the next.
And I'm like, I put my hands on the seat like this.
Yeah. I just don't want to be disrespectful, right, but it's over.
But he said, well, wait a minute. I got to tell you this. And this is what he said. He said, are you familiar with Master P? I said, yeah, I just did some music for him, not too long ago, like, a couple months ago. He was like, he said, yeah, well, I got to tell you, his company, No Limit Records, is blowing up like crazy. Now, the Master P that I was familiar with was the Master P that everybody was looking at like a joke out here.
Right.
Nobody was taking Master P serious.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you that the fans tried to get mad, because we got a culture here, and I'm gonna tell you something. I said something in the Chris Hicks interview. I said it was very country to put gold ones on the Lexus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're right. That nigga had them gold ones on that white Lexus. I just thought that was crazy. I was like,
he had a gold. He had a Lexus with gold ones on it.
This shit is real boosie, man. Like,
they're doing that shit everywhere now.
That's the P that I remember, and I was like, yeah, He was like, well, right now I could tell you, his company is about to be the biggest thing in hip hop, and I'm like, I remember being at Music People, and I was seeing a poster that Master P had said #1 record company in the world, and I'm like, how can he just say that?
Right.
And then I'm sitting in the office, and this A&R dude telling me the same thing, that his record company better be bigger than Death Row Records. And I'm like, Death Row Records? Really? He's like, yeah. I said, Master P from the Bay? He's like, yeah. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, well, what do they got to do with anything? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
He said he knows you here and he wants to talk to you. I said, okay. So he got an office. The whole part, and he got an office up in Priority Records. And his office right next to Dave's, right? So I go over there, and P was like, "Man, D, I ain't gonna beat around the bush with you. I want you to do. I want to make you part of my production team, Beats by the Pound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to offer you $500,000 now, and at the end of the year, another half." And I'm like, "Wow."
Yeah.
I'm like, "But I got my group that I'm trying to get a situation for."
Right.
He said, and this did he blow my hair back even more. He said, "Well, I'm working on my movie, and I need a single." For the soundtrack,
right?
And I'm like, a movie? You know, this is the first time
you like
heard
niggas making a movie. Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, this is the same Master P.
Yeah.
The same Master P that I'm trying to sit. He wanted to get some beats, but didn't really have all the money together. So I'm kind of baffled by that. And now he's talking about movies. So anyway, he say, I gotta get a song together that MTV will accept. Because the song I submitted, they wouldn't accept it. They said it wasn't a strong enough song. And I said, well, if we can work my group into some kind of distribution situation, then
I got that.
I got you. He said, if you got a single for me, then we can put something together. So I played the song, Steady Mobb'n, If I Could Change.
Okay.
They loved it. It was like, done deal. That's the first song I played. I didn't know which one it was gonna be, but that was the first one I played off of that. And he was like, "That's it. That's the one." He said, "But you got to give me some kind of answer if you're gonna be a part of the production team."
Right.
He said, "I need an answer before tomorrow, because I'm going to MTV with this song."
Okay.
So I can play it for him, And I'm like, I'm in a rental car, and I got to get this rental car back to Oakland.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get back. He said, "You gotta let me know before I leave tomorrow." So I made it happen. I got on the road, shot back down here, hopped on the plane, went back down there, and told him, gave him, let's do it. I had all the time to think about it from LA to Bay. So I thought about it, and I was like, I'm gonna go with it. It's a good deal for me because all the time I spend with Rich is
I ain't getting nothing.
I ain't getting nothing out of it. So and then my situation I got with my boy Reg, that went all sour.
Yeah.
But I still was trying to keep my boy Reg involved. I need to put that out there in case he see this. I was trying to keep him involved, but I don't know if y'all remember Funky Fat Graphics.
Of course.
Okay, so my boy Janelle over there, he
and hold on. Funky Fat Graphics, I gotta say this shit again, man. Funky Fat Graphics created what Master P would blow up for Pen and Pixel.
Yeah.
Later on becomes Pen and Pixel, but Funky Fat Graphics started that look.
Oh yeah,
you know
that's why I'm mentioning them, because what happened was P went over there and was letting them know I just signed DJ Daryl. He part of my production team now.
Right.
And somehow they got back. Janelle went and told Reg, "Oh yeah, Master P just signed DJ Daryl in a group called Steady Mobb'n." But P never signed Steady Mobb'n. So Steady Mobb'n
did sign.
No, they was always signed to me on the bomb shelter.
They just
I remember I was trying to get them a distribution situation. I was just trying to find a for their record to get out, distribute. So it got back to Reg, and it was all misconstrued. Me and Reg fell out behind all that. And I kept trying to explain to him, this is a good look for us as a company.
Right.
Now you ain't got to deal with old girl with her money.
Right.
We got backing now. We got distribution.
We straight. Yeah.
He didn't see it. He couldn't see it. And so me and him, we never linked back up on that. And
what he was feeling? What was his feeling like?
he felt like I took the group and went and got a deal for him, but they were still signed under bomb shelter.
Did you go to New Orleans?
Yeah, I went to actually Baton Rouge. We went to Baton Rouge. That's where No Limit office was, and
Snoop had just got there, or he wasn't there yet?
Snoop wasn't there yet.
Okay,
we was over there, and
so who's in it? Who's in Beats by the Pound? KLC,
Craig B, Moby Dick, Odell, Carlos.
You ain't never did this though. You working with a team now.
Yeah, but even when I was over there, I didn't really work with them.
Okay.
You know, they probably did some tracks together before I got there. Me and K. Lou, because K. Lou came over too. But I was always doing all my music at home, you know, and bringing my ADATs over there. You know what I'm saying? So, but P wanted me to redo If I Could Change there.
Okay.
And he had Moby Dick singing the hook, and I think Carlos played the guitar.
Okay.
But I never really actually worked with them, like you know, chemistry wise. Everybody just did their own individual.
So you worked with every artist down there, like.
So while I was there, you know, I'm being blown back because I'm still trying to accept the fact that this is the Master P that I've met.
You like how? Like
And
this
this
shit
man
is
didn't even have
crazy.
75 to give me for my 3 beats.
Right. He probably had it. I don't know. You know,
Right.
but I'm thinking he might have just been dragging
he was
whatever.
hustling,
Right.
yeah.
But he telling me all these records they selling, and I'm like, and I'm looking around. I'm seeing the office. He got a whole parking lot, all cars he done bought for everybody. And I'm like, and then he roll out this blueprint. He said, "This gonna be the compound right here. This cost me $8 million." I'm like, $8 million for a compound? You fit a bill? Then he tell me, you know, we about to have Snoop come over here too. I got Mystical coming over today. This is how he talking to me, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, Mystical, Snoop, you about to sign him? I'm still trying to comprehend this.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I came in office one day and Snoop was up in there.
That's crazy.
And that's what he's telling me about how.
Shout out Snoop, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he was really putting it down like that, and I made more money working with P probably more than anybody.
Yeah.
You know,
I never was clear on P because I was one of those guys. I'm gonna tell you, man. Like I would read the fucking magazine and listen, like all this compound shit that you saying. This is my knowledge of that is from shit that I read. Right. So I know that I remember Mystical being quoted like, "I love being here because I have received more in gifts."
That's his
most
thing.
rappers even have. Period.
That's his thing, the gift, because that's how Steady Mobb'n got caught up.
Okay.
So you know, like I said, they wasn't signing No Limit.
Okay.
Everybody believed that they
So
were
was the
signing.
chains free, or did he start with
So
the
this
chains?
is what it was. He gave me a chain when I signed.
Okay.
And he said, "I'm gonna give your boys some chains because they rocking with you. They rocking with you. They now rocking with No Limit." So he's like, "I'm giving y'all chains even though y'all signed with DJ Daryl. DJ Daryl the one that's gonna be paying y'all."
Okay.
Right. So that's established. We going back home. You know, P would pay me. He give me advances. I get him checks.
Right.
15,000 piece. They happy. They come home. They doing good. So I tell him. I say, listen, whatever you do, don't accept nothing from P, because he gonna tell you it's a gift, but everything is recoupable. Anything he give you, he gonna get it back off the record sales. Right now, we free and clear. We haven't really accepted nothing but little small checks, and most of that money is coming from me signing to the production team.
Okay.
So this is just for y'all to get y'all self
Did
established.
he honor the $500,000 up front ever? Did he?
No, it was, my contract was for 2 years, so $250 a year.
Okay.
With an option. He paid all of it. He gave it to me. But I was trying to get Steady Mobb'n situated, because I believed in them. Them dudes was dope.
This including royalties on your music and all.
Yeah,
that shit.
we sat in his office for about 3 hours trying to get my contract together because he was trying to take more percentage than what he was deserving, and I wasn't really going for it. So
So you did have you some knowledge of the business by then.
I had to, man, because I had an understanding for the music business from coming off of the Tupac, keep your head up. I understood that part of the game. I had a little
So
independent
mechanical
game.
royalties, all this, you understanding what you supposed to be getting.
I'm understanding the independent game and the major label game a little bit.
Right,
So I'm like, I need to have that. You know what I'm saying?
And let's paint this picture also. Master P has the greatest deal of all time. He has a 90-10 split.
He has the greatest deal
Nobody
of all time.
can fuck with him. He can afford to do this shit.
Yeah. So we got it straightened. We straightened it out. So I told him, I say, don't accept anything from me. If y'all need something, just let me know and I'll holler at him when we get it situated. One day they called me. They like, man, we in the Bahamas. I said, y'all in the Bahamas? This Bab Gate Crook telling me they in the Bahamas. What y'all doing in the Bahamas? Oh, P got us some flights. He flew us out here. And I'm like, oh, here we go.
Here you go.
Now, how did they? Why was they contacting and dealing with P without you?
The single they still stayed on the single because it was their song, right? And P featured himself on it, but he actually switched it around on the single. He made it Master P featuring Steady Mobb'n because MTV loved it. You know what I'm saying? They ended up loving the song, so he started seeing a little value in them. He's like, okay, these boys hot. Let me start getting up under them, put a little paper in their pocket, and start, getting close to them. So he flew. He didn't fly me out. He didn't call me.
Right.
Everybody on No Limit in the Bahamas except for me. They out there kicking it. So when they come back, I could sense their attitude. Them. They got a different swag about them,
Yeah, they bop a little bit.
Yeah, Crook got him some Versace shades, Versace belts. They feeling themselves a little bit.
Is that when he became the king of Oakland?
And the Bab Gate called himself, So, and I set him down again. I said, listen, I'm telling y'all, man, don't accept nothing from him. He said, oh no, it's good. It's good. P said they all gifts. I said, that's what he gonna say.